Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rifleman Reviews. I'm coming at you today with a pistol overview of a SIG Sauer, you guessed it probably from the title, P220-10 in 10mm. And I tell you what, I've been waiting for this pistol for a long time. Ever since before they even mentioned the pistol coming out, I've always kind of hoped that they wanted or that they were going to produce something like this. I know this pistol is available through a company called Lipsy's. I picked it up at my local gun store for $11.70 out the door. I see it a lot on Gunbroker, probably around $1,200–1,300 range. So I feel like I got a good deal. This is as of the prices, that is as of December 2015. So that could change in the coming months. Yeah, ever since SIG Sauer came out with that P227 with a 10-round magazine, I thought, you know, the P220's days the days are numbered for that P220, unless they did something new for that line. I just don't know why, if you're someone who's about to buy a new gun, why would you go with a 220 when the 227 holds more ammunition? Maybe price-wise is different, but they often seem to be in the same ballpark for price. I'm a big fan of SIG Sauer. I have been for a long time, ever since I come across their pistols a couple years ago. I like the manual of arms. That double action, single action is perfect for concealed carry and just all around fun and target shooting. So without further ado, we'll get into the overview, and then later on another video we'll do a range report of this excellent pistol. You get the standard hard case, you get the stickers, operator's manual, some gun oil, all that jazz. When you open up the bag, you get the lock and all that other stuff you're not going to use. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of what we're looking at here. We have a all stainless steel, finish, stainless steel nitron finish. So the frame and the slide, both all steel. A little bit unique to SIG Sauer. I know they make pistols like that, but the majority are generally an alloy frame with a stainless steel slide. So let's make sure this thing's clear. We get two 8-round magazines out of the box as it comes from the factory. Lock the slide back, chamber's clear. You get a full-length guide rod, steel guide rod. We'll get more into that one later. It's something unique about the guide rod of this pistol. You get a 5-inch barrel, fully supported chamber. You get feed ramps, SIG Light night sights. You get an abbreviated beaver tail in this P220-10 stainless elite. Most of the beaver tails are a little bit more pronounced. I kind of like how this one's been shaved back a little bit. You get these excellent G10 grips from Hogue. They're actually stamped SIG Sauer. These are like $100 grips whenever I see them online. So kudos to SIG for putting the quality grips on here. They feel great too. They're just excellent. They just really grip on your hand, but they're not so grippy or aggressive that they're uncomfortable. This is the double action, single action model. You can see by the decocker here. Go ahead and lower that hammer. SIG only makes the P220-10 in this this configuration, the duotone. I happen to really like it. I know some of you might not like it, but the P220-10 comes in all stainless and all nitron variants, but they are single action only. That might be an issue for some of you. It was definitely an issue for me. I would have went with the all nitron if it was double action, single action, but they didn't have that model. So I might just get this frame at a later date. I might just get it like Cerakoted or something black to meet my needs. Or I might just leave it the same. I think it looks great like this too. But yeah, I don't know why you buy a single action only SIG P220. I mean, if you want a single action pistol, just go get a 1911, you know. they make 10mm 1911s also. So actually, as a matter of fact, the 10mm 1911s generally hold one more round. They hold about 9 rounds most of the time. I think that's either in the Kimbers or the Delta Elites, but those might be a better place for you. I mean, I don't know if the reliability is different, but if you're gonna get a SIG, go with the classic double action, single action. There's just something about it, something about the original design. You got this upgraded grip, the upgraded handle, and just the full power 10mm cartridge it fires. See that barrel says 10mm auto. Let's go ahead and break this firearm down, disassemble it. You know, disassemble just like any other SIG firearm. Got the takedown lever after you lock back the slide to the rear. Comes together, or comes apart just like that. See, that was full stainless steel rails there. Set that down. Let's take a look at this. This is probably the most interesting part of the whole gun. Is this recoil spring here? It's a captured recoiled spring and guide rod. Now that's something unique to SIG Sauer that I haven't seen come out of them, and at least out of their 220 or their full frame pistols. Maybe you guys have a different experience, but my thought is because this spring is so much more stout to handle that 10mm round, that they just were thinking of the end user, and they went ahead and just captured that. Make it a little bit easier to disassemble and assemble. It's probably like 22 pounds, a 22-pound spring, maybe a little more, give or take. But this isn't a single piece guide rod. It actually looks like it's got 2 pieces here. Maybe I can see right there. Don't know if it'll focus. Anyways, it looks like this main guide rod goes up and it comes into like a cup or something, but it's all captured into one piece. And I haven't had a chance to fire it yet, as I said before, so this is just an overview, so I'll have to let you know how this fine weapon functions. Go ahead and reassemble it. Oh yeah, and then just the barrel is a standard SIG barrel, you know, chambered for 10mm. It's got the fully supported chamber. It's got the feed ramps in it. We'll reassemble this. Let's take a look. After we take a quick look at this frame, look at that. It's got this stippling here in the frame. That's a lot of custom guns have that. At least they did back in later years. Recently they've been coming out more at that, but that's a nice touch that SIG Sauer put on there. It's not just lines or vertical or horizontal lines. They actually took the time to stipple that. It's very nice. Reassembles, same. The old SIG, function check, that works. Resets perfectly. This is a short reset trigger. This trigger reset is excellent. Some trigger snobs out there might not appreciate it, but man, I definitely like it, and we'll see how I can group with it. But I've got some high hopes for this. And let's go ahead and test the decocker. Works as expected. So, like I said, the night sights. This really is the real deal here. This is a whole package. This is like a professional's pistol. I don't know any other way to describe the handling of this pistol. You pick it up and you're just like, man, whoever would have this takes whatever they do seriously. And not just because it's a big round, it's just the craftsmanship. You really get like a good feel from it. Like the fit and finish is outstanding. There's hardly any slide to frame wobble at all, even when the hammer's down. It's just an excellent fit and finish. For, granted, it is a new gun, so we'll find out in a couple range trips, you know, see how it's holding up. But one thing I do want to note is these magazines, these P220-10 magazines. They hold 8 rounds. The 10 signifies the model, of course, 10 millimeter. They don't fit exactly well. You gotta slam them home with a little bit of authority. Not a big deal, it's just kind of annoying. It's one little point. It might smooth out over time, but they do pop out with authority for sure, and that's always a plus. So yeah, there's definitely one of the better purchases I feel I've made in a long time. I feel like this pistol's worth will only go up in value. I have very high hopes for it. Like I said, if I do plan to carry it, I'm probably gonna get a shoulder holster. I'm gonna go with a custom route, get a leather shoulder holster. If you guys can maybe drop me a comment below or a private message, let me know where you found some good shoulder holsters in the past, and just make a recommendation, and I might look into those, and you might see one of those holsters on this channel. But yeah, or if you have any experiences with this SIG 10 millimeter, go ahead and drop a comment. Let's start a conversation what your experiences are with this pistol. I think it looks awesome. But anyways, enough about the pistol for right now. We'll get back to that at a later time with that range report and accuracy testing. I look forward to buying some of that Underwood ammo off their website. You're getting out of a 5-inch barrel like this SIG Sauer, you're getting about 1,500 feet per second, depending on the grain of bullet. I want to say it's about 155 grain bullet. That's trucking out of their muzzle that they're reporting at 800 foot-pounds of energy at like 1,500 feet per second. So that is absolutely incredible in my opinion. Let's pull this back out, because that's on par with the 357 Magnum, one of the best known self-defense handgun cartridges, revolver cartridges for that matter. But not only are you getting that in a semi-automatic pistol, you're getting it 8 rounds, and then you have 8 more rounds quickly to follow if you need that. So this is an excellent choice for a not concealed carry, but just protection if you're trucking out in the woods, those 4-legged predators, or even some 2-legged predators here around the house. Definitely option. This thing puts a lot of hurt on target. So you need to definitely, for the money where I'm at, this is definitely an affordable pistol for most of you. I won't say for most of you. I mean, $1,000 is a lot, but I feel like you're getting a pistol for life here. Once you invest in it, you probably won't be too regretful. Like I said, if you want to hold out, see what my experiences are on it, definitely go ahead and do that. One more thing to add, making this a longer video than I want, these 10 millimeter magazines they come with, there's a YouTube channel, USWG01, I believe it is. He has actually put the 45 ACP P220 mags in this 10 millimeter, and he's actually had some good luck with it. He's actually cycling it. He's telling me, or he wasn't telling me specifically, but he's telling me, telling the viewers that you can actually cycle the 10 round mags out of his pistol, out of his single action only pistol. The 45 ACP 10 rounders will work. Didn't recommend that you carried them like that, just because he was having a little bit of reliability issues, but for the most part he was having success. So that's good news. Those 10 round magazines and even the 8 round magazines for the 45 are significantly cheaper than going out and buying the brand new P220-10 mags, because they're not as prolific right now. So you're gonna have to pay for them probably in the $40, $50, $60 range. So it's kind of outrageous, but it is what it is. So Go ahead and check out his channel. That's USWG01. He actually kind of pushed me into, or his videos talked me into just pulling the trigger on this gun here. He was having some good luck with his, and the velocity videos I've seen that some other YouTubers have posted. The 10mm cartridge really talked me into it, and just excellent all around. Excellent cartridge all the way around. But thank you for tuning in to Rifleman Reviews. I hope you guys come back, subscribe, like, comment. There's a lot of content in the future that I have planned for this channel. Got some EDC updates that we'll discuss. Also, I've got some range updates on that Model 70 270 Winchester. On that video I posted a couple years ago. And then also I've got some new AR-15 variant rifles that I'd like to talk about here in the near future. So definitely subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more about that. But thank you for tuning in to Rifleman Reviews. God bless, and you have a wonderful new year.